Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, OSIRIS-REx returns asteroid sample to Earth. USAF to fall short of fiscal 2023 pilot production goal. Sonex pilot sets NAA speed record. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. OSIRIS-REx returns asteroid sample to Earth. NASA's OSIRIS-REx, or Origin's Spectral Interpretation, Resource Identification, and Security Regolith Explorer team has completed a truly historic event against incredible odds. A well-traveled capsule of rocks and dust collected from asteroid Bennu is now on Earth. It landed at 8:52 a.m. MDT on Sunday in a targeted area of DoD's Utah Test and Training Range near Salt Lake City. Within an hour and a half, the capsule was transported by helicopter to a temporary clean room set up in a hangar on the training range, where it now is connected to a continuous flow of nitrogen. Getting the sample under a nitrogen purge, as scientists call it, was one of the OSIRIS-REx team's most critical tasks today. Nitrogen is a gas that doesn't interact with most other chemicals, and a continuous flow of it into the sample container inside the capsule will keep out earthly contaminants to leave the sample pure for scientific analyses. The returned samples collected from Bennu will help scientists worldwide make discoveries to better understand planet formation and the origin of organics and water that led to life on Earth, as well as benefit all of humanity by learning more about potentially hazardous asteroids. Coming up after the break, FlexJet launches Starlink in-flight connectivity.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. FlexJet launches Starlink in-flight connectivity. Private jet flight provider FlexJet has collaborated with broadband satellite internet provider and SpaceX subsidiary Starlink for purpose of providing the former concern's aircraft owners in-flight Wi-Fi access commensurate in quality to that of the best terrestrial services. FlexJet is the first fractional ownership aircraft travel provider to offer in-flight connectivity supportive of data-intense functions, the likes of voice and video calls, video streaming, gaming, internet browsing, and online commerce. The introduction of airborne Starlink services occasions the culmination of an 18-month effort. Record-setting NASA astronaut readies for return to Earth. NASA astronaut Frank Rubio, currently serving out a year-long mission aboard the ISS, earned the distinction of logging the longest single spaceflight by an American, surpassing former record holder NASA astronaut Mark Vande Hey's 355 days in space. Rubio is now making ready to depart the orbital outpost he's called home since September 21, 2022. On September 27th, Rubio and cosmonauts Sergei Prokopyev and Dmitry Petelin will undock their Soyuz MS-23 spacecraft from the station at 3:55 EDT and begin the 3-hour, 20-minute trip back to gravity. EAA AeroEducate Estes Rockets partnership announced. EAA's Aero-Educate online aviation education program will offer participants expanded opportunities by way of a new agreement entered into with Estes Rockets, the world's leader in model rocketry. As part of the agreement, EAA's education staff will work with Estes to develop 4 self-exploratory grade-level-based activities for grades K through 2, 3 through 5, 6 through 8, and 9 through 12. Subject activities will introduce model rocketry and provide credits within Aero-Educate's full technology badge program. Access to the Estes website, which offers model rocketry projects for all ages and skill levels, will also be provided. County Council approves de Havilland project despite opposition. The Council of Wheatland County, a municipality in south-central Alberta, Canada, has passed second and third readings to make textual amendments to its West Highway 1 Area Structure Plan and Land Use Bylaw, thereby facilitating construction of a proposed de Havilland Field aircraft manufacturing facility following a public hearing during the regular Tuesday, August 15th Council meeting. The de Havilland Field facility is to be the final assembly site for the storied planemakers DHC-515 firefighter aircraft, DHC-6 Twin Otter, and the Dash 8-400 aircraft models. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. USAF to fall short of fiscal 2023 pilot production goal. The Air Force will fall approximately 120 aviators short of its fiscal year 2023 pilot recruitment and training goals. The service ascribes the shortfall to mechanical issues with training aircraft. As fiscal 23 draws to a close, the USAF anticipates finishing the period having pinned wings on only 1,300 of the 1,470 new pilots it aspired to graduate over the preceding 12 months. For nearly a decade, the Air Force has averaged a yearly pilot production rate of some 1,300 new aviators. Recent failures to maintain the described cadence have been attributed to a plethora of issues, ranging from delays in deliveries of new engines for the service's long-in-the-tooth T-38 Talon trainer jets to a lack of qualified ground and flight instructors. While the aforementioned fall within the boundaries of possibility, military analysts point out the U.S. military services, excepting the Marine Corps and Space Force, are currently contending with recruitment deficits not seen since the institution of an all-volunteer force. In 2020, the U.S. DoD's Qualified Military Available Study estimated only 23% of Americans ages 17 to 24, the age group representing 90% of U.S. military recruits, were eligible for military service. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention cites physical barriers such as obesity as the primary reason for ineligibility. And after these messages, Sonex pilot sets NAA speed record.
I think it's a very important thing to share the joy and love of flying. Our customers fly to remote places. They use our products to go places that are difficult to get to. Hertz has been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support, as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demands. And it is that shared experience and the joy of flying that brings us all back and charges all of our batteries up.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Sonex pilot sets NAA speed record. Aero-News Network congratulates Sonex builder Lou Toth, who set a National Aeronautics Association speed over a recognized course record in Dreamcicle, his AeroVee-powered tricycle gear orange-and-white-liveried Sonex. The record was set in Class R for Microlights per European standards. Mr. Toth set the record along with Ben Poffenberger on March 31, 2023, flying from Pensacola, Florida to Pascagoula, Mississippi. The record-setting flight saw Dreamcicle maintain an average speed of 96.09 knots between Pensacola and Pascagoula, and an average speed of 93.09 knots on the return trip. Mr. Toth said, quote, "We did fly the final descent into Pensacola at 147 knots so the controllers could squeeze us in between the airliners and other traffic. Great fun," end quote. Mr. Toth will accept his record certificates during the opening ceremony at the 117th FAI General Conference, which will be held in Dayton, Ohio from October 25th through 28th, 2023. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.